Didn't even know that was possible. I don't like Xenos. I think he's a boring video. I think he's pretty much or at least from what I have seen of them so far, it's really just he wants to fight strong people.
He comes.
There doesn't seem to be much more to that. At least, yeah. At least with the other lady, there's some reason why she hates Dolmens. I don't know why yet. Don't spoil me either. But you know, at least there seems to be a reason.
The village is not far, my lord. If it please you, we shall escort you there directly.
Yeah, it seems to be what he's all about so far. His armor looks cool. But I can say that about a lot of Guardian armor.
Less a province than a graveyard. The rotting husk of a broken nation devoid of proper sport. But as his radiance wishes...
Yes, of course, my lord. And may I say how terribly sorry we are that you had to come so far.
I think he knows already. He's here too.
We labored long to sow the seeds of hatred, of fear, to train them as beasts. Now we shall see the harvest. Let there be savage beasts baying for blood, and not hollow-eyed prey cowering in the dark. Or there will be no joy in this hunt.
You're not gonna look back. Okay, but oh, yeah. Well, I knew it was gonna happen.
Ambush!
Shinobi? And me without my brute.
How weak you are. Is this the sum of your hate?
This is only the beginning. For Lord Hien! For Doma!
Ah!
I just hit him with my bow. Remember me?
Mayhap I shall test this new blade of yours. Let us hope it is to my liking, lest your misfortunes compound. Then again, I am loath to expend such effort on the unworthy. Come, earn the honor.
Ooh. My chocobo gonna be fighting with me? Guessing not. I guess I can't fight anybody else besides him. Hey, I'm actually doing damage to him this time. Oh god. Am I? Oh god. What the fuck is that? Oh god. Oh god. Oh Jesus fuck. Oh god.
This day you die. Leave this to me.
All right.
Oh. Oh god. Oh god. But the beast, you have earned the right to look on the Amino Hamakiri. Oh god. Oh god. I'm back to doing no damage to him.
No, I must fight on. I must.
Run, beast, run.
Oh god. No, I got hit by that. I'm doing no damage to him.
Give me something to remember.
Oh god. When is he gonna do the thing where he automatically kills me? Oh.
Don't stop now. I see.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, I lasted though. No way, I knew that was gonna happen.
Ah, I remember you.
They good? Oh, thank you.
The champion of the savages.
I at least hurt him a little bit
Look
though.
ye where the sun doth rise, see crimson embers darkening skies. Look ye where the sun doth fall, see azure lost amidst the squall.
Oh. Right, Goldilocks.
Oh, how right I was to spare your life. Hear me, hero. Endure. Survive. live. For the rush of blood, for the time between the seconds, live. For the sole pleasure left to me in this empty, ephemeral world, live.
Really still gonna try?
You are not worthy.
Oh. Okay, the villagers.
Get away from them, you imperial dog!
No, don't. You must flee.
We're not going anywhere, do you hear me? We're not running away! What you're doing is stupid and reckless, and I never wanted any part of it, but here we are! I've spent my whole life hating myself. For every time they made me beg, for every time I held my tongue to protect the people I love. And then you came along and reminded me of all the things I never said and never did, and it was even worse. I would have given anything to forget, to walk away. But I knew I'd never be able to live with the guilt. So we came, all of us, for you, for ourselves, for Doma!
Death is death, regardless of the reason. Yet you seem determined to die, intruding upon this sacred ground, turning weapons you can scarcely wield upon me. Your lives will not even begin to redress the balance.
How wrong you are!
Alright, the full heal.
Go, now! Gusetsu, see to Yugiri.
Hey!
I can't see a damn thing. Someone stop them!
Except red mage heals suck.
My lord?
Well, when she said someone stopped, I'm pretty sure they're the only two there. Right, we did it. Stopped him. I don't think we were followed. Gods, I have no idea what was going through that man's head, but I'm heartily glad he decided to leave. Oh, and don't thank us. Thank Alphino. He's at the House of the Fierce, patiently waiting your gratitude. You should have seen the way he turned pale when he heard about Yugiri's plan, and how you of all people had decided to help her. He was in such a panic, barking orders calling for a squadron to be assembled. As were you. I was rather composed, as I recall, though that is neither here nor there. Ah, LSA cares about us. Can you believe it? We faced the Crown Prince himself and lived to tell the tale. You have no idea what this means for us. Everyone's talking about getting more weapons and armor and we're not going to stop until we've taken back our homeland. Alright, getting a bit ahead of ourselves, aren't we? We've got wounded to tend to first. We should get back to the village. Issei. How are you feeling after fighting that demon? I can only imagine. I suppose I have to apologize to you for, you know. Anyway, thank you for not giving up on us. The shinobi too. Have a lot of guilds like to help new players get off the ground guild-wise? Oh, thank you.
How are you feeling, my lady?
Much the better for my comrades' ministrations and your most generous hospitality. You need not worry.
Good. If there is anything else we can do for the two of you, anything at all, just ask.
Do a few mill it gets easier to make more? Oh. There's lots of ways to make a bunch of gil. Right now, my friend got got sucked into one of the disciples of Hand. I forgot which one.
You're like to burn a hole in them. Go and say your piece, for goodness sake.
He's been doing that for a while now.
I'm going to find out how the others are getting on.
I haven't touched anything else, class-wise. I have it unlocked. I just haven't touched it.
Gosetsu, Mistress Alize, I owe you an apology. I acted with reckless disregard for my own safety, and endangered I know not how many others in so doing. Scorning your wise counsel, I knowingly defied our master's wishes, and left you no choice but to follow suit.
I got lucky with this last round of endgame zones, and I got a lot of mounts and gear in the first few days they open. Go for a lot? Damn.
Nonsense. I followed our master's wishes to the letter. Consider once more his words, and the intent therein.
Speaking of mounts, I want to get more mounts too. The only mounts I have are all story ones.
In offering his head, he
Besides the polar bear.
to shield his people from harm, loyal retainers included. You must value your life more highly, Shadow Walker.
On the other hand, your recklessness did serve as an inspiration to many. Mayhap you should not be so hard on yourself.
Wait, I'm sure mounts sell for a lot.
In any event, if you must apologize profusely, it seems only right that you expend as much effort thanking the one person who supported your plan from the first.
That it does. There are no words which will suffice. But thank you.
Oh, it looks so big on my back.
And there they are!
Hello.
12 be praised. When I learned of your rather questionable plot to assassinate Xenos, I feared we would need to recruit a new Primal Slayer.
I'm sorry we couldn't be there. Alize made me swear to stay behind no matter what.
There are zones for max level players starting since Heaven's Ward. Bolja Southern Front, the level 80 zone. Has cool mounts and gear. You get them from chests that drop in the zones in the first week or so everyone is trying to get them. Got a few and sold them for 6 to 11 milli gil a piece. God damn. You made bank, huh?
I think she was worried I'd hurl myself at Xenos the moment I set eyes on him.
What? You'll forgive me for changing the subject, but now would seem a good time to discuss where we go from here. Though the Empire has yet to retaliate, the fact remains that we have revealed our presence and signaled our intentions in so doing. It is only a matter of time before the Imperials move against us. Given that we lack the strength to oppose them, 'tis plain some manner of brilliant stratagem is required. Therefore, I yield the floor to the preeminent tactician of our time, with whom I was privileged to share a room.
If you insist. While in Kagane, we debated a number of approaches and were eventually forced to concede that we cannot look to the Alliance for aid. Even were it possible to ferry sufficient forces and materiel from Eorzea in a timely manner, such a massive undertaking would not long escape the attention of the Empire. It would be a miracle if our ships reached the shore.
You get to jump into the endgame zone before Endwalker comes out. Cool as fates and boss fights and 1v1 boss battle. Oh damn. Sounds really sick.
Fortunately, according to Tataru and Hancock's intelligence, the Empire has withdrawn most of its forces from Doma in the past year, leaving her relatively unguarded. That being the case, A popular uprising, spearheaded by the full might of the Doman Liberation Front, may feasibly be sufficient to threaten the seat of provincial government, namely Doma Castle. 'Twould be rather easier said than done, of course, but I have seen worse plans prevail.
Then we must needs meet with Lord Hien and convince him to return, for there is no surer way to inspire our people to rise up as one. He desired proof of his subjects' conviction, and they have provided it, through no less a deed than openly opposing Xenos himself.
It will work. It has to work. And next time, we will defeat him.
Nope, third time's the charm. Speak with your comrades. Alright then. Here. I'll be traveling to the Azim Steppe. I found Lord Hien once before, and I'm confident I can do so again. Moreover, it was to me whom he put the question of Domo's resolve. I feel it my duty to deliver to him our people's reply. The countrymen's deeds speak for themselves. Lord Hien cannot deny the truth of their hearts. Too long has it been since I looked on his face. It would be a great comfort to see him again. And no small comfort if you were to join us in the search, I should add. My favorite zone of this expansion? This area? Unlock it. Gotta look through all the ether currents. Or all the ether currents in the quest. This shouldn't take long. But with Heaven's Word, I thought it was gonna be a lot more annoying, but it's not that hard. Or not that annoying. I guess it's not hard at all. Just wonder what kind of man Hien is. From what I heard, he's about the same age as me. And then there's Fordola, who isn't a whole lot younger than us both. Like her, he was born and raised in Imperial Province. That's all he's ever known. But unlike her, he chose to do something about it. I want to meet him. I want to know why. Maybe if I understand that, it would help me to understand a lot of other things. Maybe indeed. I have yet to do extreme trials too. I gotta get on that. I've just kind of been sucked into the story. The beloved king returning to urge his countrymen to rise up in rebellion. Not a story you'd ever hear in Charlian or Ul'dah, is it? Not in those words, perhaps, but no land's people is so cynical to be wholly immune to inspiration. Singular individuals have the power to move hearts and minds, so no matter where they go. Doubtless you speak from personal experience. Beep, beep. As much as Lord Hien intrigues us, Ceres, there are vital tasks to be attended to here. Preparation for the inevitable assault on Doma Castle, for one. There is also the matter of coordinating our efforts with the Confederacy and our comrades in Kugane. Dealing with this troublesome aetherite, go on, but you understand. I do. Aye, so it goes. We all have our responsibilities. Lord Hien is the best waifu. Emmerich and Estinian ain't shit. Can't wait to meet him. We should depart for the Azim Steppe at once. You'll be joining us, Ceres? For our part, we shall do what we can to aid the Doman Liberation Front in your absence. We will refrain from conducting any large-scale operations in your absence, and instead devote our energies to bolstering our ranks and training our new recruits. When you return, we will be ready for war. If anything happens, if you need us to come back sooner, you'd better contact us in Noble Sacrifices. Oh, Noble Sacrifices are our last resort, man. There have been flame wars over Emmerich versus Hien, really? Well, I guess, yes, there's a person in the guild that I am, in the guild, free company, whatever. that I am that really likes Amric. Follow me, my friends. We have many moms to travel before we reach the reunion. Wait, don't leave yet. You'll see. Boy. Here, take these for the road. Simple fare, but it's the least we can do for you. After what you did for us. It may be stupid and naive of me to say this, but I will. When you come back, we'll finish what we started. We'll beat the Imperials and we'll win our freedom. So don't keep us waiting too long. Yeah, that's the spirit. I got it. Ether current. Persimmon leaf sushi. Cutscene. Meanwhile, in the keep of Doma Castle.
I would expect no less of Bahamut's conqueror. Prepare the airship. His Radiance will not object. We have fulfilled our obligations here. I would see this prize for myself.
Oh, is that guy still alive? Oh. Face. My.
Do you understand why I appointed you to act in my stead? You, whose only accomplishment was to whisper the right words in the right ear. Because of your petty hatreds, they render you the perfect instrument to bleed your kinsman of hope, to make an example of Doma, such as was ordered.
Grab a bitch by her hair.
Listen well. If you yield Doma to the rebels, you will not be given another chance to beg forgiveness. Do your duty now, or die with the rest of them.
Are you all right, my lady? That was uncalled for. Oh!
Damn, she slapped him that hard? This dude's like huge.
They say your Eorzean is helping the rebels. I want her dead. I want her friends dead. I want the heads of everyone she knows and loves mounted on the castle walls.
You mean I can finally go after her? I've been waiting for this chance. I promise you, my lady, she won't escape this time. Not this time, oh no.
I mean, he ran away like a bitch the other 2 times. Meanwhile, in the fringes of Girabania. Ooh. Is that where...
Aye. This is the place. When his shade was banished, you swore to leave this life behind. And yet here you are.
Well, well.
Yet, if this be the work of the eyes, what choice do you have but to end it? Or so the boy would say. Damn you, Alphino.
That's where the dragon ended up. Estinian is back. Look at that. Tuning with the ether. What did I say? Tuning with the ether current allows you to. Oh, that's just. Oh, that's where the Omega weapon went. That was one of those. I guess. Yeah, it wouldn't make sense. Look like a lot deeper hole. Well, already, let's depart for Union in the Azim Steppe. Our routes will be somewhat circuitous. We'll need to return to the Ruby Sea and head north along the coast, past Asari. Right then. It'll be easier to go from here. Probably. Omega is the raids for Stormblood, like Alexander was for Heavensward. Oh, I haven't done many raid stuff. I think I've actually only done story raid stuff on Trials. Gotta get on that. Am I not following me, Tigers? You giddy. Hello. From here we will turn north until we arrive at a cave, through which we must pass in order to reach the Azim Steppe. These and Gosetsu have already gone on ahead. We should carry on as well. Okay, bedtime for me. Take it easy, dude. Alright. Good night. Thanks for the Gil and showing me your really cool weapons and shit. Alright. Have a good night. Thought I saw a ether current. Leave me alone. Hello, Kosetsu. The Azim Steppe. Oh. Oh boy, look at this place.
I remember the emptiness, vast and endless. The Azim Steppe, home to countless roaming tribes.
Is that a big ol' hand?
A sacred land, watched over by elder gods. Here, we would find Doma's salvation.
Hurrah.
With the wind at our backs, we walked on, in search of hope. In search of him.
Alright, this place is a little bit huge. A lot of bit huge. I give you the Azim Step, Saris. Though I should say that this is but one small portion of it. Despite the close proximity, the ones rarely venture this far north. Most find these lands and their people strange and foreign. Fortunately, those who frequent Reunion are more welcoming than most. Come, it is not much further. Step zo. Kestiri? Or is it Chestiri? I don't know how it's pronounced. Welcome to Reunion, my friends. Here is where we will begin our search for Lord Hien. A lot of aura here. When last I spoke with Lord Hien, he said he spent much time in these markets. I'd hoped we might find him here today, but alas. Hey Yogiri, I've been meaning to ask. There are an awful lot of Zayla here, aren't there? Oh, I assumed you knew. The Azim Steppe has been home to the nomadic tribes of the Zayla since antiquity. When the 50 roam these lands, and though they do not constitute a nation, there is a hierarchy of sorts, determined through ritual combat. Funny, if they're so busy fighting each other, you'd think the Empire would be able to march in and take the steppe with ease. Wonder why they haven't. Why indeed, Lise? Why indeed? Perhaps they see little value in it, especially given the fierce reputation of the Zayla warriors who would fight tooth and nail to oppose them. These lands were not made for men, the soil is thin and the weather unforgiving. The Zayla found ways to survive, it is true, but they are made of sterner stuff than most Imperials, conscript or citizen. Thanks for taking the time to explain. It sounds like I've got a lot to learn. Later, we're meant to be looking for Hien. People from many tribes gather in Reunion to trade goods and information. I should be surprised if we cannot learn something of value here. Let's make our inquiries separately. Saris, why don't you speak with some of the merchants here? Booze, fresh booze. Your choice of lamb and ordzol, guaranteed to satisfy. How many we have, miss? I'll have a couple. Yeah, a doman. Unless another Dazkar is keeping him in her yurt, he is not here. More fool her if she took a doman for her husband. But enough about domans. Let's speak of booze instead. You cannot come to Azim Steppe and not sample this most traditional of delicacies. I'll have one. Was it like a bun? It is. Looks like it. What fortune you have come hither at this time. Freshly slaughtered, every cut available on request. Organs too, hearts, livers, brains, or a brace of blood sausages if you desire only a snack. A doman? Poor meat they make, domans. I jest. I did see a young mole in the company of one some few days ago. Roasted fish with pumpkin, an exotic fork delicacy, cooked to perfection, beloved without the step. Come. You seek domant? Well, then you are come to the wrong place, my friend. Delicious as my foodstuffs are, they find little flavor with those from the south. Now, if it were Goro you were looking for, on the other hand, then I might be able to help you. They flock to my stall. Maybe. I brought you a new brush, my beloved. So smooth and silky your mane shall be, the envy of every other man. So again, you're seeking who? Ah, the Doman. I know of whom you speak. He comes and goes with a mole girl. Though I could not describe her, I only know that she is mole because I heard them talking as he passed. With the chat mode in Say, use your keyboard or the software keyboard to enter any phrase that contains mole. Ask Zilla in Reunion if they are of the mole tribe. Hey. Oh, maybe it has to be capital. I am Uri, if you must know. Come down from the mountains of the north, if there is nothing else. You take me for a mole? I am Oronir. Compare me not with one so weak and lowly. I asked if you've seen any, if you were one. Yes, I am a mole. My name is Serena. May I help you? Oh, look at her. Looks pretty. Oh, I see. You're looking for Hien. In that case, how urgent this business must be to leave our conversation unfinished. The Kinsai, will you buy it? There's but one bundle left. If not, then... I will. Though I had not thought to pay so high a price. It is a bargain for which you should be grateful. If you lack the coin, then the fault is your own. We'll leave with nothing. Please, I must have the Kinsai. The gods themselves requested it. We are bound to their will. Pay me the difference in whisper root. I will sell it to the next apothecary to pass through Reunion, and we'll each feel fairly treated. But do not tarry. Should another come before you, coin in hand, I will not refuse him. You understand? Thank you for your kindness. I'm sorry, but we must speak of Hien later. I cannot leave Reunion without that Kinsai. Well, I'll help you. You want to help me? Is that it? I do not know what to say. Thank you, Ceres. Thank you. Lumbering ones, we must fell wander the plains to the west of Union. If we each harvest 2, then we should have enough whisper root. Return here when you have finished. Good luck. Alright. I wonder if Midgard Zormer is ever going to talk to me again. Damn, these planes are something else. got your route. Welcome back, Ceres. Have you brought the whisper root? I did. Blessed is he who shows kindness to strangers, for with fortune does he ever ride. Will this quantity suffice? It shall. The Kinsai is yours. The gods favor you more than you know, child. Udgan, rarely I have need of such herbs, and so my stock is limited. Had you come a day earlier or later, I would have none for you. Perhaps the gods guided me here, as they guided grandmother, as they guided this woman from the west.
Hey. How goes the search? Any luck?
Yeah. A lot of luck.
What fortune to meet a friend of the young master!
Well met, Cyrena. If you have an inkling as to the current whereabouts of Lord Hien, we should be most grateful for your assistance.
Oh, please! It is I who should be grateful.
Hold! What is this? I came first, you second! Know you to whom you speak? All people of the steppe should. Or have you fought so much that you have forgotten the fate of your superiors? Superiors? I spit on your superiority, little prince! Twisted and mad as sand devils your kind are!
Those two don't seem to like each other very much.
Those boys are of the Oranir and Dothal, the two strongest tribes. The children of Azim are destined to rule, so they declare to all who will listen. Their word is law. For now, grand, flamboyant fighters, but deadly, very deadly. He prances as a horse, as do his brothers after their many recent victories. The Undying ones too are strong, fearless, and vicious. They often reigned in the past. Now they are sorely tested.
Who's that one?
The master of the markets. He is Castir. To fight in reunion is forbidden, and to break the peace is to be banished forever. This he says without words, for words are lies to the Castir. They do not speak.
That's interesting. And all these different tribes share the same lands, do they? No wonder it's tense.
I shall look for you on the field at the Nardum. Mark my words! As shall I. Mayhap I shall take 11 more Dothal heads to make a dozen with yours. I look forward to the day.
All right.
The dispute will be settled at the Nardum?
A great battle held on the final day of the Sahan San. During this time, all bonds of hierarchy are broken. All Zayla are equal and free to prepare for the fight. The tribe which triumphs in the Nardum rules until the next Sahan San, which in these lands is now.
Ah, so that is what they call the custom. I presume your tribe will also be taking part?
Not all seek the Dawn Throne. Some are satisfied with their lot. Others, like the Castir, have reason to remain neutral. Them all are lambs among wolves. Long were we content to remain apart and live quietly, but... Never mind that. You seek Hien, yes? I know where he may be.
Wonder what she's not telling us. Looks cute though.